everyone, this is Peggy from Eli Marie Studios. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a fun project shared. This is a Christmas 6x8 mini album I made. It is my first Christmas craft of the season, and I had a lot of fun making it. Popped on some Christmas music, had a nice candle going in the background. It was a lot of fun, so definitely got me in the holiday spirit. So this album is available for sale in my Etsy shop, so I will link that down below if anyone's interested. I found that these make great Christmas gifts throughout the years, so yeah, so if anyone's interested, I will have that linked down below. I am not going to be doing a tutorial on this one for those of you who like to make mini albums, just because I very heavily based this album off of an album that Karolina from Karolina's Crafts made. But I think hers is 5x7, I want to say. But this is a 6x8. So I just resized everything, did the math to kind of make it, you know, the size that I wanted. So I will make sure that I post her tutorial down below. Check it out. She makes a very, very cute album. I've used that tutorial before and it's made some really nice little albums. So definitely check her out. But in the meantime, let's jump into it and we'll see what's all going on with this album. So for this album, I used A Perfect Christmas by Echo Park, which is right here. I got this one. This one's from 2017. So I got this one probably a year ago. I think I just got it from one of the, what are they called? The warehouse sales. They're definitely where I source most of my paper from because it's very, very affordable. So if you've never ordered from a warehouse sale, definitely do it. It's very much worth the money. So anyway, yeah, Perfect Christmas, that's what I made this album out of. I used most of the paper actually. I only have a couple little scraps left, and then some of the cut apart. So I will have to find out, or I'll have to think of something to do with this. Maybe I'll make some Christmas cards. So stay tuned for that. But on my cover, I just paper pieced some of my leftover papers. Karolina from Karolina's Crafts, I get a lot of inspiration from her. So she kind of does this paper ripping technique. I love that look. I think it adds a little bit of variation to what is usually super clean lines. So yeah, anyway, I've been using that a lot on most of my albums and I very much like it. So that's what I did here. I have one of the cut aparts from the collection. This is just one of the 3x4s. I popped everything up on some foam tape, but I matted the cut apart in this red cardstock. It's just from Michael's. I don't know if they have names for their cardstock. I don't think they do. It's just, I don't know, it's like a classic red color. And then I used some of this gold cardstock that I matted most of the album in, not the whole thing, but most of it has this gold cardstock. And then some black 110 pound cardstock, kind of at the bottom of this whole thing, and then popped everything up on some foam tape to give it a little dimension. I use some enamel dots from my stash. I don't think it's from this collection. I think it's just from some other Christmas collection. So I used that 3 over here on the bottom and then 3 in the top. I used these poinsettias. I got these from scrapbook.com. I don't remember the brand off the top of my head, but like always, I will link everything that I used in the description box. So if you're interested, definitely go check them out. I love these poinsettias because it's got the little gold stamens, I think they're called, in the middle. And then these smaller ones have these little bits of glitz and glam. So very much like those, easy to work with. So check those out in the description box below. I used a die that I have in my stash. I think it's just a scrapbook.com die for these little sprigs. Actually, I think that might be what the collection's called, or the die pack is called. I think it's just called sprigs. So I used a couple back here. I used a couple under here with my snowman. Let me move the ribbon out of the way so you can see. But I just used a sticker from the sticker sheet, backed it on some black cardstock, and then again popped it up on some foam tape so that everything was level. So yeah, there's our cover. I punched out my corners to kind of give it that inverse scalloped look. And yeah, that's about it. I thought it came out very cute. One of my favorite covers I think that I've done. So that's that. On the side, this is a 1.5 inch spine. Again, I matted everything with this gold cardstock. I just used some of my leftover paper. This is this really nice snowflake pattern. And then on the back, I chose this red plaid, kind of red Christmas plaid. And again, matted everything with a gold cardstock and then punched out my corners here. And then I added my logo as well. So that's the back. So I tied everything with this red velvet ribbon from my stash. I think I got this from Michael's a couple years ago. If I can still find it, I will link it below, but a lot of times they're holiday or seasonal crafts. They carry them for one season. And then sometimes you see them show up the next year and sometimes you don't. So if I can find this, I will link it down below, but it's just a red velvet ribbon. It's pretty standard. You could probably find it in most craft stores. So when you open the album, this is what you see. On my inside cover here, this is one of my favorite elements to add, especially to Christmas albums. So let me show you. So it's just this pocket. It's this 3-tiered pocket. I found this die on Amazon. I think I heard about it from Tiffany at Let's Get Scrappy. And it immediately went into my shopping cart, and I've been using it for a couple of years now. It's my go-to Christmas element. I love this die. So in these pockets, let me show you. So the collection kit came with these gift tags. It came with a lot of them, but I just picked out the ones that kind of emulated the colors and the patterns that I used. So I picked out 4 or 5, I guess, technically. And I just tucked those right down here. Figured you could put it on the album itself, or you could just use them for your Christmas gifting as you're wrapping things, you know, whichever you please. And then I used these, what are these? 3x4 cut aparts from the collection. So this one just has some journaling space. It's got the red sleigh. And then this one has that kind of classic red truck with the Christmas tree in the back. And on the back, it's got these really nice kind of holiday sayings. So those just tuck right in here. And then this back one I left open, but you could absolutely add something. So like if you have your own Christmas cards that you do as a family, you could add it right back in here. And there's plenty of space for that as well. So I left that one open so you could add whatever it is that you want. So there are 2 signatures in this album. On this first page, I have this belly band that goes the whole length of the page, and then this 4x6 cut apart, which you've just seen from the collection. So it's got this nice postcard to Santa picture on the front. And then on the back, I just added a photo mat. So you could add your journaling, you could do a photo, kind of whatever you please. So that just slips right back in here. And then in the belly band is a pocket, and I just used some of the 3x4 cut aparts, added it to a tag that I have in my stash, and then used some of my gold cardstock to kind of top that off with an eyelet and some of the same red velvet ribbon. And then on the back is that same snowflake pattern. So it just tucks right back in there. I added a sticker from the sticker sheet. This one says A Perfect Christmas. I thought it looked cute and needed something to kind of break up the heavy colors that were going on here. So I thought that one looked nice there. So that's the first page. Inside both signatures, I have a page insert. So I'll just show you one of them. But this is, I left it black on one side and then added a journaling space on the back. So that's what that looks like. I used some of my leftover red plaid to kind of line both of those edges. So that just slips right back in there. So you could definitely add photos, journaling, whatever it is you would like there. When you turn the page, this flips up just like this. It's got this nice kind of ornament pattern on one side, and I just did a little bit of paper piecing here because I'd run out of paper. So I added some more of that red plaid to kind of pull in the cut apart from the next page. So that just flips up. And let me make sure you see, yeah, you guys can see this. I just added a pocket here. I matted some pages, you can see I matted with gold, some I didn't. So this one I did matte with gold. I added my pocket, and I forgot to cover my magnet with the paper. As always, I feel like at least once per project, I forget to cover a magnet. So I just used one of the stickers from the sticker sheet, popped that right over. No harm, no foul. And in the pocket, we've got a cut apart from the cut apart from the cut apart sheet. This one says Joy in this nice kind of wood grain. And then it's got this really nice kind of tone on tone red Christmas sayings. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you kind of can. So that just slips right in here. And then a tag. This one I didn't put any string on just because it's sitting in this pocket. So I kind of figured if I put, this is pretty thick ribbon. So if I put the ribbon on here, I didn't want it to warp this kind of cover page here, or cover flap. So if you want to add string, go ahead. But there's no, you don't have to. It's up to you. You could definitely use it as just a little journaling spot or a spot for a photo, your choice. Or you could use it on your own gifts as well. So it's kind of up to you. So on this next page, I've done this element before in albums. I really love it. I think it's a great way to add some extra space. And like if you don't want to do a waterfall, you could absolutely do this. This is just a Z fold. So it's one of the cut-aparts. I use one of the cut-aparts from the collection. This is a 4x6, and it just says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." And then I attach some ribbon down here, and when you pull on it, it opens up all of this space for photos. So you've got, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's a little bit big for camera, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. And then when you fold it up, it magnetizes closed. And then on this side, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So lots of space for photos, for journaling, whatever you would like. So that all just magnetizes closed, tucks right back in on this page. And then behind it, I just, again, used some paper piecing, created this little tag with the scalloped edge. I used some more of this kind of gift wrap paper. And then it had this really pretty floral with some, kind of pine branches, and then a sticker from the sticker sheet. It says holiday cheer, and then added my eyelet, some of the red ribbon, and it just tucks right back in here. And you could choose whichever side. I personally liked the side facing outward, but you could absolutely turn it around if you wanted. So that's that page. And then again, there's our photo mat in here. It's the same one as this page, so I won't take it out and show you because it's the exact same. So, oops. So on this page, we've got these two flaps that open and they magnetize closed. I matted again with some of the gold, and I used some of my scrap ribbon to kind of create a little handle here. So these both open up, and you've got 2 pockets on either side. This one has a couple cut aparts in it, so just a little photo mat. This one's got some journaling space. Those just tuck right in there. And then this one has "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." And this one's another cut apart, but I just made a little photo booklet. And on this page, a little tuck spot from the sticker sheet. So this would be a nice place to add photos, cards, gift cards, things like that. But you could also add, like, I live in Boston, so a lot of times we try to go to the various Christmas musical events in the area. So this would be a nice place to add tickets, things like that. So if you did, like we try to go to the Boston Philharmonic or Christmas Carol, Nutcracker, those kinds of things. So easily you could tuck those right in there. Nice little memory spot. So that just goes right back in here. Everything magnetizes closed. And then on the back cover, same thing, a little tuck spot. I just used a sticker from the sticker sheet, "Merry Christmas," backed it on some red cardstock. And then created a little photo mat with another one of the cut aparts. And that just tucks right in there, just like that. And that's it. So there's our first Christmas album of the season. There will definitely be more coming. So keep an eye out. Thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, if anybody is interested in this album in particular, if you want to purchase it, it is available in my Etsy shop. So I will leave that linked down below. But if you'd like to make your own, definitely check out Karolina's over at Karolina's Crafts. So yeah, there you go. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.